Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Right now, Steam is running their Halloween sale, which is probably their smallest big sale of the year. I know that's oxymoron, but you guys get the idea. If you look at the major sales of the year, if you consider the Thanksgiving sale, Halloween sale, winter sale, and the summer sale, Halloween sale definitely the weakest of the four sale. However, there are actually a lot of great deals available as a part of this sale, and I wanted to highlight 10 great deals as a part of the sale. Because yes, while there is an emphasis on scarier games, horror titles, or whatever the case may be, there are deals on a lot of other titles as well, so I wanted to give mention to some of those games. I just wanted to highlight a lot of the great deals that are available right now. I want to kick things off with Resident Evil 2 Biohazard. Now, this is actually interesting because it's 50% off down to $30 over on Steam. However, while that might be a good deal, I do want to mention that Gala actually has the game even more significantly discounted. It is down to $22, so if you do want the game the cheapest price possible, Gala is the route to go. You can get the game and the game will redeem directly on Steam. Obviously, if you do buy the game this way, you won't be able to utilize Steam refunds, so if you wanna buy the game on Steam, play it for an hour and a half, 2 hours, see if you like it, then refund the game anyway, and then decide if you do want to buy the game or not. That's always an option. I don't know if I really should be advocating tactics like that, but I don't really see anything wrong with that. Resident Evil 2 is a phenomenal game, of course, a ground-up remake of Resident Evil 2, which originally released on the PlayStation 1. It is excellent. Visually, it is fantastic. Not the most content plentiful game in the world, however, not every game needs to be like that, and Resident Evil 2 kind of shows quality over quantity in some instances, and for $22, I think it's a great buy. Next up, I want to give a shout out to Left 4 Dead 2, which is 80% off for $1.99. Pretty much a game that I would say is essential to any PC gaming library. Left 4 Dead 2 is a game that I feel like the majority of you guys own. However, if you've built your PC recently, maybe you don't have it in your library. For $2, Left 4 Dead 2 is one of those games that you can literally get an endless amount of content for. With all the Steam Workshop support, all of the mods, everything that's available for the game, it's a game that you can always find yourself going back to, and it's also a very fun game. If you're playing it with a couple of friends, this is one of the best cooperative experiences that you're gonna have, and for just $2, hell yeah, I would highly recommend it. They do have a bundle available as well, and actually, they have a Dying Light and Left 4 Dead 2 bundle, and now that I think about it, the Dying Light and Left 4 Dead 2 bundle is actually more discounted than buying Dying Light the following Enhanced Edition standalone, and that is one of the games I was gonna recommend. So let's go right into that. Dying Light Enhanced Edition is $17.99. However, let's look at this bundle for a second. I didn't even notice this. So yeah, you can get the Dying Light and Left 4 Dead 2 bundle for $16.98. Dying Light Enhanced Edition standalone is $17.99. I don't see a lot of people talking about that, but that should be noted. Okay, so if you want Dying Light Enhanced Edition, just go buy the Left 4 Dead 2 bundle. You'll get Left 4 Dead 2, you'll get Dying Light Enhanced Edition, and you will get a Dying Light Left 4 Dead 2 weapon pack. So that is the route to go. Let's talk a little bit about Dying Light because it is a great game. It released pretty early on in this generation. Obviously on PC, the generation is eternal. Not a lot of people are talking about anymore, and it's a little bit unfortunate. Of course, there is a sequel in development with Dying Light 2, and that is shaping up to be excellent. It probably is going to be a considerably better game than Dying Light 1 based on the footage that I've seen thus far. That game looks groundbreaking. However, Dying Light 1 does offer a lot of fun. Technically, it's one of the best PC games that you're going to come around. Performance is top-notch, visuals are great, and the gameplay is really good as well. Is it a perfect game? No. There are some issues here and there, specifically from a narrative standpoint. However, I think the good definitely outweighs the bad, and I definitely would recommend Enhanced Edition of Dying Light. And again, if you want it, get the Left 4 Dead 2 bundle, as you'll actually end up saving a buck, and you'll get Left 4 Dead 2 on top of that if you don't own it. Next up, we have The Evil Within 2, 67% off for $19.79. I was very high on this game. If you want a quality survival horror title with some psychological elements thrown in there as well, The Evil Within 2 is a great buy. Now, I played The Evil Within 1, and I liked that game, but Evil Within 2 was such a better game. Like, this is what a sequel to a game should be, and to see it really improve upon in every area, gameplay, narrative, visuals, it is just so much better than The Evil Within 1, and you don't even need to play the first game to enjoy the second game. You can jump right into The Evil Within 2, and you'll have a great time with it. $19 and change, I think, is a pretty good deal. Yes, would I like to see the game cheaper? Sure, it's a little over 2 years old at this point, and I'm cheap as hell, so obviously I would like to see the game a little bit cheaper, but nonetheless, The Evil Within 2 for $19.79 I still think is a pretty good buy. Next up, we have Alan Wake, which which recently made its return onto Steam, 73% off for $4.04. Obviously, this game was done by Remedy, the same guys that brought you Control recently, and they did Quantum Break a while ago. Alan Wake is a fantastic game, and this was a game that I originally played on the 360. I dropped a whopping $60 on it, which was really the issue of this game on launch on the 360. It only offered 6 to 7 hours of gameplay, and that just wasn't gonna fly for a $60 purchase. Now at $4.04, hell yeah, I would be all over this. Visually, it's great. Performance is really good on PC as well, has some interesting gameplay, and the narrative is really strong as well, as you would expect from a Remedy title. They do also have the Alan Wake franchise bundle. That includes Alan Wake, American Nightmare, and the Collector's Edition extras. That's $674. Not a bad buy there if you do want everything, but if you just want the base game for $404, that's a pretty good buy as well. Next up, we've got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition, 70% off for $14.99. I just saw this and it was on sale and I was like, to hell with it. It's obviously a phenomenal deal. If you don't have The Witcher 3, you should have this in your library. You get Wild Hunt, you get Hearts of Stone, you get Blood and Wine. All of that for $15 is outstanding. The content is great, the gameplay is excellent, visually it is stunning, the narrative is of course really strong. It's CD Projekt Red after all, and there's a reason why so many people are excited for Cyberpunk 2077 just on the basis those are the guys that also did The Witcher. The Witcher 3 was an excellent game, and if you've yet to check out The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, absolutely add it to your library, and for $15, it's a steal. Next up, we have Yakuza Zero, 66% off for $6.79. A really good buy on this one. This was a part of a Humble Monthly a while back. That's, of course, $12. However, now that Yakuza Zero is down to $6.79 and it's no longer part of Humble Monthly, this is a great buy. I adore Yakuza. I think it's one of the more quirky Japanese franchises that a lot of people can get into. The story is always really good. The gameplay has a lot of variety, from its traditional beat-em-up gameplay to its quirky mini-games. There's a lot of depth to the gameplay in Yakuza. And yes, maybe that initial $60 price point on consoles. On PC, it released at $20. Might have been too high. Now that it's down to $6 and change, absolutely it's worth a buy. And this one has a ton of content attached to it as well. We're talking 40 to 50 hours of gameplay easily, and you can spend even more time than that if you're really trying to do everything. The other Yakuza games are also making their way over to PC. Of course, we've got Yakuza 0, we've got Kiwami, we've got Kiwami 2. Let's hope Yakuza 3, 4, 5, and 6 all arrive on PC as well. And let's hope that Judgment comes to PC. Let's hope that Yakuza 7 comes to PC. Yakuza is a franchise with a ton of longevity, and Yakuza 0 for $6.79 is a great buy. Next up, we've got Doom, 50% off for $9.99. Doom is one of those games that I would say is an essential to any PC library, just given that it is such a smooth game, such a responsive game from a PC standpoint, a first-person shooter that plays really, really well on PC, and that's stupid easy to run. Doom is that game, and down to $9.99, it is excellent. Now, obviously, the multiplayer does leave quite a bit to be desired, but you're getting this game for the single-player campaign, and that element is excellent. With the follow-up title in Doom Eternal, it looks like they're really going in and trying to refine the multiplayer experience and make that a captivating portion of the game. With the 2016 game, I really thought the campaign was the standout, and for $9.99 just to get the campaign, it's well worth it. Next up, here's one of my personal favorite franchises. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is 60% off for $7.99. The rest of the games are on sale. Danganronpa 2 is $7.99 and Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony is $27.99. Danganronpa 2 is probably the strongest game in the series, but these games are very much narrative driven, so I would highly recommend you to play the games in chronological order. Danganronpa 1 is absolutely excellent as well. That just goes to show how good Danganronpa 2 is, in my opinion. Danganronpa, if you guys don't know what it is, it's so hard to explain. Essentially, you and a group of students are trapped in a high school and forced to play this killing game. It's a murder mystery, entirely story-driven, light on the gameplay elements. However, this story is so captivating. Give the game 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm telling you, it's gonna hook you. You can't stop playing it. It's got one of the most gripping and thrill rides of a story that I've seen out of a video game, and $7.99 for it is such a great buy. Highly recommend it. Can't say enough good things about that. And lastly, I do want to give a shout to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That is 70% off for $8.99. Dragon's Dogma is one of those games that initially released on PS3 and Xbox 360 all the way back in 2013, and it was a really good release back then. The only thing hampering it was from a technical standpoint. Definitely had some issues being relegated to older hardware. However, on PC, handcuffs really come off. Game plays great, the performance is solid, and the visuals still hold up rather nicely. It is a little bit more of a challenging game. Had some comparisons to Soul, so obviously if it has those comparisons, it's going to be a little bit more more difficult, but very rewarding in that sense as well. A lot of character customization options as well. And overall, a really good game and an even better PC port. One of the best PC ports that I've seen done in recent years, so definitely would give that a strong recommendation. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, while I wouldn't say the Halloween sale is absolutely excellent, there are a ton of good deals available from Resident Evil 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Dying Light Enhanced Edition, The Evil Within 2, Alan Wake, Danganronpa, and Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. There's a lot of variety in the games available as well, so I wanted to give the sale a little bit of a highlight. That's gonna conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.